A major change is happening right now when it comes to marijuana in the United States. The Department of Justice, which oversees the DEA, just reclassified cannabis from a Schedule I drug, which is the most severe drug up there with heroin and fentanyl and things, to a now Category 3 drug, which is a much less restrictive drug in the eyes of the federal government. This isn't all-out legalization, but it is the closest possible thing. Here are 3 things that you will notice right away in the coming years now that this change has been made. I'm Jake. I help break down complicated news stories every day. I've been covering cannabis stories in Washington State for a long time now. I put a few stories in my news in bio. Just click the link. Number 1, banks in America will be more likely to do business with these companies because it's less risky for them to offer loans. It will also now be way less risky for these banks to offer credit card services to these retailers, so cannabis shops will start accepting credit cards sooner than later. Number 2, medical research is going to benefit greatly from this reclassification. That's because if you're a researcher like the ones we spoke to at the UW, you have a very, very small amount of cannabis that you have access to do the kinds of research with federal grants and things. So now researchers will have access to way more potent, modernized forms of cannabis, which means they'll be able to start picking out cannabinoids and certain things that will help boost medical research and create sort of medicines of the future, if you will. This will open the floodgates to research, and you will definitely see big breakthroughs, especially when it comes to diseases like epilepsy. And one of the third things you'll see, and this will likely come later, is that big box retailers will likely start selling marijuana. Imagine buying a THC vape pen at Safeway. That's because when the federal government eases up on restrictions on cannabis, you're going to see these companies moving in to try to make a buck. Think of it like what we saw with liquor stores years ago. Of course, there are downsides to marijuana, and cannabis studies show that it can be very dangerous to teenagers, especially underdeveloped brains. But no matter how you feel about cannabis in America, a big change has been made, and you'll start seeing big changes come soon.